It's
It'll
Okay.
be like it'd be so elaborate. It would take so much time to make this. There's so much messages.
But
and
ultimately, it
feedback.
doesn't matter who's running the server as long as they're making the right choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And the fact that it's a human, man, like I can't emphasize this enough, guys. You know,
I think
there's
that
so many
the fact
things
that they
that-
made this apology and that they're doing this poll is a huge step in the right direction. I really think so. Orson,
Yeah.
I don't know what has gotten into him because
Dude, he's
In
trolling
our-
us. Trolling.
well, in our podcast discussion we did, he was against the changes
yeah.
and now he's defending them.
Probably
So
because of the goop. He found a
Yeah.
goop now.
he had a
Okay.
change of heart pretty fast.
It's literally
Yep.
just because he got a dupe.
Are we applauding the apology that was sent in this Discord, or are we applauding the actual like confirmed apology on the website? Because I have two differing opinions on both of them.
What apology was sent in this Discord?
I saw one that was like obviously ChatGPT written, sent by an account that's called Two Builders Two Tools.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's-
the
that's
@Two Builders,
bullshit.
Two
Yeah,
Tools.
that's fake.
Yeah,
that isn't
that's-
even
There-
how.
there-
I'm
there's-
just making
there's
sure.
so
I'm
many of
making
those
sure
accounts.
I'm making sure I have like correct info that we are
In the past-
talking
in
about the
the-
website apology.
In the past 2 weeks, I've seen 8 of those accounts join the BSB Discord.
Oh,
There's so many of them.
there's more
They all
than
look
8.
they all look. I know, but I alone have seen 8, and they all look the exact same.
Can we like?
I would
add a
take the
screening
word of
bot to
Tosca
the
over
server?
anybody else. Tosca, what do you think?
What are you asking him?
Yeah, about where this Discord server stands.
I think if these, well, Tosca, what do you think?
Pretty false.
Hello, Tosca?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the mic is terrible.
Hello? Okay, maybe he can't answer right now.
Sorry, I'm gonna
Okay.
go to this.
Yeah, I
But
want to
mean,
ask a question.
I think that there's a lot of neutral ground. I really do. You know.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think there's a lot of neutral ground with the fact that there was a very quick response and there was a very angry response. You know, what that response from Celsi to Celsi 1 was like, you know, angry.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody has seen the Spectrum Builder XQ data from who is actually buying Prio and who's actually using Prio, man, there is a very significant drop in Prio. It's not like negligible, it's like very prominent.
Yeah, and that's why House is responding this way. Otherwise, I don't think he would do any of this at all. At the end of the day, it's all about the bottom line. Also, I have a question. What do people think about the world generation? Because like now House confirmed in his apology X whatever, like he confirmed that the world generation changes were made specifically to allow pictures and video. I suspected this.
Yeah.
I asked him about this, and he didn't reply to this. So I just whatever.
Well,
but now
what's wrong
it
with
was-
that though? Do you think
it was-
that's
it was-
bad?
It was obvious.
no, I
the
don't.
reason why
I
they
think
did
it's
it.
amazing. Like
Yeah,
the
I think it's
only
good.
thing. Yeah, I also think it's good. The only thing that I'm kind of suspicious about is like I wonder if like this is going to lead into YouTubers making like fucking survival series or some other nonsense.
Who
In
cares?
the fucking yeah, I know.
Wouldn't it
I
be
understand that. Well, I mean, good, bad. Honestly, for the server, for House, it would be good. I don't really care mostly, like a whole YouTuber anti-YouTuber thing. I'm just like a solo player. I go out in the bumfucks, I make small places, I visit. That's like where my enjoyment lies. So I don't care. But I do wonder what the community thinks about this.
Well,
Because I
I'll
talked to
tell
like
you. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. So there was another post that was made by like a server dev, and his opinions, like it was that post was quickly deleted, and I PM'd him and DM'd him, and essentially he said that the measures that were implemented here, like he is very much familiar with, like he has a very good guess of what tools were used to do these things, and from that, what I've understood is that the world obfuscation, the whole like seed randomization, that's like adding noise to the whole thing is just to hide the location, like terrain generation exploits to not be effective or not work at all, videos being shared, pictures being shared, etc., etc. There's also like a lot of things that we talked about, not everything. Okay, That's all I really have to say. I wonder what people think about it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Here's
I
something
can
I
tell
have a-
you.
here's
I
a
can
problem
tell
I have.
you a lot of the community.
Hmm.
Kind of. There's a strain of the community that definitely hates the YouTubers. I've
Hmm.
never been a part of that. I've always thought that, all in all, the YouTubers are kind of a positive thing for the server.
yeah.
Oh, without question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing I wanted to put in. So one of the concerns I have with this obfuscation is like you like I'm sure Deloader has done this many times. Like he'll decide to like where to build based by plugging 2e2t seed into chunkbase.com
Yeah.
or whatever that site is,
Uh huh.
and you can get an idea of what to expect at a given coordinate. My concern is that he might have made it so that what we get wouldn't match what we expect based on chunk base.
You're correct. It won't. It
Yeah,
won't match.
It won't. That's the whole point. Like the same method that thing relies on is very similar to how like terrain exploits rely on in the first place. So it's
Yeah.
like it's targeting roughly the same mechanism. So it obviously like I think the trade-off, honestly speaking, from my heart to heart, it's like I think it's worth it.
Yeah,
The
it
whole
is.
like not being able to share pictures and video is like it's so I don't know like it almost takes away like half the enjoyment of playing in the first place.
It is worth it. It
Yeah.
is totally
It is
worth it.
absolutely worth it.
And I'm
If you can-
speaking as someone
yeah.
who uses that chunk based thing constantly. We literally have a bot in Dawnfear that will sometimes it'll just we use it to just pick random chords for us, and that
Hmm.
bot is broken now. But I'm totally fine with that. It's a
Hmm.
trade off that I think is
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, because I think like if
I'm
you
not though.
play- Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. It's like
yeah, that's
like I'm
understandable.
like my like it also kind of goes back to the way my mind works. It works very similar to like a computer. Like you give it a set of rules, and it can then make a decision based on those rules, and it's consistent. But it breaks down, and I get really angry when it breaks down because the answer that my own brain is coming up with doesn't match with what I'm actually seeing.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't like you when you're angry. Okay, nice. Move on.
Interesting.
So, like, I think that regardless of what happens, it's just going to be an adaptation,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a good place for me to hop out of the discussion, guys.
Yeah. See ya.
I'll see ya.
It's
I'm
getting
guessing
pretty
you're going
late.
to bed.
I'll see you guys later. All right. Take care.
See you tomorrow.
By the way, guys, I probably shouldn't inform you guys, but you guys know the poem, right?
Yeah, yep, the poll.
So there's a streamer, and he has a Discord server, right, with 6,000 people, and he does 2B2T streams, and he told all his viewers to vote for no rollback.
Paul?
What?
Hmm?
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
That's
So
the
there's
thing.
a poll that's
That's the
been put
thing
up
that makes
on
people- That's the thing
put
that
up on
makes
the-
people hate content
Can't
creators.
speak
That is the
stupid.
exact
Yeah, and there's a
issue.
stream. Yeah, he's literally has like thousands of subs and crap, and he told his viewers to vote for no rollback on the Reddit
That's,
post.
that's the entire reason why some people hate content creators. I'm pretty sure is like them leveraging their audience into making.
I know,
decisions for them,
and the audience is
and then
playing 2B2T.
skewing it, and like
Yeah, and I promise you guys, I literally, I'm like, in charge, or at least partially in charge of the Southern Canal project, and like, I do have a, Twitch and all that other crap, but like, this change sucks, and we lost all of our ECHS, and like, fuck, it's terrible,
Oh yeah.
I
So
have a chance on this, guys.
like I don't have that big of a presence on the server. I've never had that much on the server to begin with. But as a new player, seeing the upsides in this is helping me see the downsides for seasoned players who have had this stuff. Because what makes it fair for me makes it unfair for other people. And I would rather have to work my way through these people who have better gear than me and like prove myself worthy than to have it like almost handed to me. with
And
the
there I
16
think
minutes.
I'll push back a little bit because like the thing is if there's more gear on the server, I've never once ever had to farm on the server ever to get good gear. Like I just got it. You didn't just get it. It's so easy in terms of like getting gear. You just like sometimes you'll just be given gear for like nothing. So I do think like the whole idea of difficulty to get gear is a new change, new meta. Honestly speaking, I think I don't think the soft item economy reset was completely dog shit. I think it was just overhanded and just not done carefully at all. The vastness of the item reset, the way in which it was so all encompassing, there was no notice beforehand. I think the one that I resent the most is the firework, the gapple, and the e-chests. Those three are just the most worst out of everything else that I've seen because they one destroy like the highway building groups, etc., and they also destroy like general life on the server. Like I cannot imagine playing on 2v2t without like golden apples.
Oh yeah, but the loss of each chest can actually affect building groups in general.
Yeah,
Like
that's what
like in Dawn Fury, like we're taught that we should use multiple blocks and form a palette of blocks for a color. So like if you want to put black, you might use a mixture of black concrete powder.
For like texturing reasons, right?
Yeah, and of course obsidian would also be part of the black block palette too. In addition to using it as for your black palette, you might also use obsidian as like
Purple.
as the endoskeleton of a building. Like this is especially prevalent for people who build near spawn, if
Yeah.
not using it as the actual the sole block. Like some of you may have heard of a building called Kamigrad, and there's
Oh.
also Wrath Outpost.
Yeah.
Like those are buildings that were enmeshed inside a water cube and built almost exclusively out of obsidian.
My phone, I was on Discord, I accidentally clicked the stage VC. I joined through my phone and then I left. And then it fucking ended the stage on. I'm not everyone back up. 1 second. If you're up, just like raise your hand. I'll put it back.
We also had Saturn
Hello,
and
guys.
Joey, I think. Saturn and Joey were also part of the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them all back up.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Also, I was about to mention.
Yo, what's good, guys?
Well,
That was.
Why is
yeah, bro,
Ostrich in this
it
Discord?
was
Ostrich is like a
hilarious.
pedophile.
You're right. I am.
Yo.
That is
I'm open about it. I'm open about it.
That is vile. You're a pedophile.
Also, as I was about to say earlier, you probably have heard about an event that happened.
Yo,
that
can you
happened
ban
last
Ostrich?
year.
He's like a pedophile.
There was also an event that happened about a little over a year ago.
I want to rape some little girls.
Where we actually completed the Valley of Wheat. Now,
You know
one of
no
the
one
things about the
fucking
Valley of
cares?
Wheat
Yeah, honestly,
restoration.
nobody fucking cares, you retard. Like, honestly, bro.
Shut the hell up,
Nobody gives a
retard.
fuck,
Peter,
honestly.
hey Peter, can we get a pick on?
I was telling you about the
No one
technical
cares.
details, and one of them
Can
was
we
the
get a
amount of
kick on
obsidian that
Joey?
was
No one
used.
asked. Literally, no
Can we
one
get a
cares.
kick on Joey? He's like being a pedophile.
Yeah,
It's so
kick
weird.
Joey Jumper. He's a retard.
Yeah, can we like
How
kick
about
Joey?
both of you shut up? This
Wait,
is
what?
2 builders, 2 tools. Nobody cares about 2 tools like
Holy
you.
fuck, bro, you're a larper.
Hey, this
Can we,
is.
like,
I'm
get a
gonna
kick
stop
on-
recording.
Yo, who is this random?
We need QC up here. Stat. We need to.
We need you to
see
kill
who's
yourself.
Actually, the opposite is required. No thanks.
yeah. Jesus. Yeah, about death messages. This is something that I've wanted to hear about. Like, what do you think is a fix for death messages? Because I think House does raise a point about spam. Like, with the new, like, the thing is, more players on the server, good. More at distance, good. You know, like, greater capacity, more stability, good. However, that comes along with more people killing one another, more people potentially
Bro, just shut
using
up. Like,
spam.
you're LARPing. You're a LARPer. Like, we don't care about this.
Well, I
Don't
have a
use it on, like,
solution for
your
that.
please.
It's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
I have a solution
No.
for the spam
Like, mute
actually.
that, mute
It's
death
called
messages.
/ignore.
Honestly,
Yeah.
bro, shut up. Like, honestly,
Like seriously,
No.
like that's been a thing for a while, but it's like nobody used it, and when they and instead of
It was over,
using
honestly,
that,
though, like,
they
we even
complain
argue,
about
bro.
the spam.
Ignore.